Hello and welcome to my second official LEGO tutorial. Today's tutorial, we're going to go at waterfalls one more time. My first tutorial was how to make one of these, and I'm going to say right now that my number one complaint about doing this technique, using this tread with plates and tiles, you're pretty much limited to this. Tread, plate, and tile. You cannot add anything else to this. You can't add a minifigure, a brick, a boat, nothing like that. It has literally no clutch power. This tread only has the power to hold the plate and tiles. This is what you're limited to. You can make pretty waterfalls that run all day long for an entire weekend straight, and that's about it. You can't add anything to it. That's the limit you're going to reach with this. And I don't like limits, I like to surpass them, so I've come up with a solution that kind of replaces this with a bigger, better waterfall. So basically, you're going to go into your tickle trunk and you're going to pull out some of this. The big Technic tread. You'll notice that is definitely bigger. It's wider, the links are bigger holes, much more tensile strength. This is going to be the basis for my new waterfall. What you're also going to need is some of these 1x5 Technic half beams. Now, for every one of these, you're going to need one of these. If you don't have a lot of these, go into your tickle trunk, grab your 5x1 Technic half beams, and turn them on their side. So once you've got those, you're also going to need some half pins, and those are the guys with the studs on the end. You're going to need a whole slew of those, basically 2 of those for every one of these. You're going to need some plate. I'm going to show you how to do a 6-wide waterfall, so we're going to use 1x6 plates, and then we're also going to use 2x6 plates. So basically, you figure out how many of these you have, and you're going to need an even number. Divide that by 2, that's how many of these you'll need, and how many of these you'll need. So once you got your parts all set up, you can try this at home. You can take a half pin or even a full pin, drop it into a hole, and you'll notice that when you look at it, and you flip it upside down, it kind of flops around. And that's not really ideal when you're building a waterfall, right? We don't want that movement happening on the underside of our waterfall. So the solution is pretty simple. You're going to take one of these guys and you're going to drop a half pin into one part. You're going to count 3 holes across. You're going to drop the other pin into the other part, and you'll notice they're sloppy in here too. That's fine. You're going to take that and put it on your tread. What that's going to do is now we have full contact. That thing is not going anywhere. It's nice and rigid and stiff. So for the sake of the video, I whipped up a whole bunch of these ahead of time, and we'll just drop them in there real quick. So basically you're going to put this on every tread. On the previous tutorial you went every second tread. This time you're going every tread. And you want to make sure the stud portion, that's the portion that's facing out, and the Technic pin side is the one you're engaging into the tread. And then it's just a matter of putting your plate on. So when you put your plate on, what you're going to do is you want to center the plate on the tread, and that's going to actually line up those kind of pokey things up with the Technic pin hole. So when you put it on there, ta-da, it's centered. Now if you take another 1x6 and you throw it on the next one, you'll notice you have a gap, and that is not desirable. We do not want gaps. That's where the 2x6 comes in. When you put the 2x6 on, you're not going to put it in the regular stud locations. You're going to put it in the center holes, and you'll line it up with the previous guy. And then it's just a matter of alternating back and forth. Manual dexterity is kind of important with this, and patience. There you go. And you would keep doing that until your entire tread is full, and then you would connect your tread around whatever wheeling apparatus you're going to use. Kind of like what I've got set up ahead of time, like this. So basically, this is to demonstrate how it would look. I used 2x8s and 1x8 plates on this version. You would attach your motor to one of these points. I would recommend a large motor, and I would gear it down. You don't need a lot of speed on this. You don't want a lot of speed on this. But here's the big advantage to doing this way. You can take a minifigure, put his butt on there, and he will stay put. That will not happen with this stuff. You put a minifigure on here, he's going to fall off on the first rotation. So you can sit them on there, you can stand them on there. As long as they've got clutch power in their feet, they will stay on there. They will even hang upside down. So, that would be this would be how to do your waterfall. You could adorn it with 1x2, 1x4 translucent blue tiles, clear tiles, red tiles, orange tiles. If you're going to go old school, you could do white and various blue plates on here. This is also handy for, say, conveyor belt systems, or if you want figures to move across a footpath. What I'm going to show you, I basically use this technique and then I doubled it up, so I have another tread up higher, and connect plates together to create this little scene. So this is my contest entry. It's my version of the chase scene at the end of the Lego movie. Got all the characters on there. You'll notice that I was able to hang minifigures, bricks, every sort of Lego piece you can imagine off of there. I've got that Lego battery. This particular display ran for 2 days straight, 8 hours a day, the 2 days. I never had to fix anything, nothing fell off. Worked like a charm. So, you can take this, and you can make something like that. It's fairly straightforward. Give it a shot, and let me know how it goes. Thanks.